We are today live from Tuscany in Italy and here in New Orleans. Yes. So I'm so excited today. I'm so excited today to have Christine. Now, here, Christine, this is where I try to pronounce your last name. Um, Sparagli. Yeah, it wasn't even close. Anyway, I'm so excited to have her today. She and her cameraman, Pietro. And we are going to be showing you some amazing, lovely, and simple aperitivo. Am I saying that right? Okay. So for those of you who don't know, let me introduce myself. I am Jennifer Sharp, and I have Ruin to Entertaining. So my goal here with Sharing Kitchens Live is to bring the amazing Substackers, the cooking writers, the food aficionados that we have, just this amazing resource, and to bring people live to you so you can share their lovely techniques and their years of experience. And I'm doing that in two formats. So one that is done in the middle of the day for us that are in domestic US and allows for us to have international guests. And then our evening live, which is the fourth Friday for more of the domestic US time frame. So I am going to turn you over to Christine, let you tell us a little bit about herself, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so thank you, first of all, Jen, for inviting me. And yes, so today we're going to do a little aperitivo. I have prepared the spread here in front of me. It is all the ingredients. And we have, of course, the toasted bread for the crostini that we're gonna make. We're gonna make three variation of crostini. It is the we can say the starter and the aperitivo that you can find every table in Tuscany. We have cherry tomato, basil. We have some parsley, walnuts. We're gonna need honey, garlic, gorgonzola cheese, pear, the pancetta, and the anchovies. So we're gonna make one with just only tomato, basil, garlic, olive oil that is from my grandfather olive trees. And
Oh, I love that. So,
yes,
Christine, let's stop for just a second and tell us a little bit about you. Tell us where you come
myself.
from and your passion for your Substack. Tell us the name of your
So
familiar with you a little bit
my
before we start off.
Substack, yes, my Substack is Christine My Tuscany Roots. I was born in Volterra in Tuscany region, and I always been passionate about food, in mostly about Tuscany food. I grew up with my family, my grandmother, my grandfather, both of them, they are really amazing cook. So I was from early age preparing pasta, fresh bread with
Yeah,
them.
I love
And when
that.
I was older, I have worked in a winery in Chianti Classico area, that is the most famous area in Tuscany for the production of wine that is called Chianti Classico. And there also to do wine tasting, I have done, sorry, cookie class with the most tourists from USA. So where are you from? And I have worked there for 3 years, and 1 year I worked just only for I have been a chef with Opera and the Chef. There is a place where they do cooking class and opera. So there is a singing live opera, and I worked there for 1 year. And my
Awesome.
Substack is talking about Tuscany, so my region, so the place like Iti village or seaside, but also my background. So I grew up and the food where I that I've been always eat for my entire life, and that's it. And today I've been
Yay!
here with you. Yes, so and because I do this spread that it is really difficult from
Awesome. Okay. So for everybody out there, first of all, please, I see Shell Plant. I saw Claudia is on. I see Alex is on. Anyone I'm missing, please send a little emoji or a comment so I can see your name scroll again because I was talking and missed it. Yeah. So for anyone out there, please send us a little message. Tell us where you are from and where you're watching from. And I think first off, we are going to do our cocktail. Is that right, Christina? Yeah.
Right, I'm ready with the cocktail.
Okay, good deal. Well, I am going to make for you today the Ruby Streetcar. Now, really, this is just a drink I made up sitting on a bar stool at Houston's about 15 years ago. And I don't have at the end of this, that's the end of my cocktail list. After this one, I have to start learning new cocktails. So I'm going to do that for you today, which is Saint Germain vodka or gin and ruby red grapefruit. So I'm going to turn my camera around here, and with that, of course, there's a story. So I'm going to share that with you. So let's flip this around and hope my there we go. All right, let's see if y'all can see that. Okay, can everybody hear me? Give us a hoorah. I can't see the screen. Okay, so first things first, we are going to get some ice in our shaker. All
My
right.
first time to making a cocktail like this, so I'm really happy about that.
What was that?
I said this is the first time that I make like an international cocktail. In general, I'm drinking just white wine, so I'm really happy about that.
Oh, okay. All righty. So I apologize for a decanter. It looks so pompous, but we had a party this past weekend and we literally drank everything. So all I had left was the decanter with the vodka. Okay. So when I had this made, I usually do a little scant shot. I don't really do the full shot on that. And same for, let me make sure y'all can see. Yeah. Okay. Same for the Saint Germain. Just kind of a little scant shot. I always get kind of a side eye look from any bar where I ask for this. Now at Houston's they're used to it. They just make my drink and I don't even have to tell them. I walk in the door, they make the drink. But when I go somewhere else, so and then I put a little extra on the juice just because I'm a wimp and I don't necessarily like the taste of alcohol too much. All right. So then I am going to grab our chilled glass, which, if you have watched any of mine or Rebecca Blackwell or Betty Williams, any of these lovely people, a chilled glass is decent. All right. So here we have this very simple, refreshing drink, and it is so hot here in Louisiana. Don't know how y'all are doing out there, but I know Christine said it is very hot.
Really, really hot in here. In
All
Tuscany
right,
too.
so there is our Ruby streetcar.
Cheers to everybody.
Cheers. I'm gonna
Thank you.
turn this camera around so we can get a visual back on y'all. Okay. All right. So Christine, tell us about the first aperitivo that you're going to make for us today.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna start first of
Francis,
all.
go ahead.
This, first of all, we're going to start preparing for the bread. Tuscan bread is a white bread. You can see it's not really told at all. And what we're going to do, you can preheat your have oven at 350 degrees. And you're going to pop the bread just for a couple of minutes. And you want to be golden like this. Thanks. So you just cut the bread
Okay. Gotcha.
cut in half And you can make in general, at least it depends which type of bread you have. Of course, I'm working with the one that is from Tuscany, that is a white bread without any salt. And it's from the day before because we use the day before because it's a little bit more can handle better the juice of the different preparation that we
Right.
make. I pop in the oven really like for a couple of minutes both sides, 350 in general. Of course, it depends from your oven. Mine is really strong, so you can see I want this golden color. I don't want to burn or to be too much crunchy because so everybody can uh, eat everything.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
let me
it.
just say, let me just stop you right there, Christine, and say that I attempted to do mine early so I could save time. And this is what I did to the first side. Yes, I burned it. So I just turned it over and did just a couple of minutes and made a beautiful side, but one side of mine is burnt.
No, don't worry. It's always happened also to me because I forgot. It's for
Me too.
that I sometimes what I'm doing, I put the clock on my phone. I think it's the best way
Yeah.
because yeah, but I mean, it depends from the bread that you're using. Sometimes if it's the best for sourdough, it's the best. I think you
Yes.
can find
We
there
have
in America. Yeah.
Well, we have a friend of ours who makes a sourdough that is just amazing, and he makes it for the parties. I did a YouTube with him, so go to my YouTube channel and see it. We had so much fun, and that's going to be Ruin Shoe Entertaining on YouTube. It was so much fun. I see Alex is saying, "Ha ha ha! It happens," making fun of her mother.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
Let's
Um,
also, I would like to ask you about yourself, about your, I know that you're hosting amazing parties in your
oh,
home
you're
in
so
your
sweet.
Linz. I saw the
Yeah,
picture; it was amazing.
thank
I would like to
you.
know a little bit more about your entertainment with the Ru and Shu if you want to. In the meantime, we
Appreciate
can
it.
start. So if you want to talk about just to cut the tomatoes for the bruschetta. So
Okay.
we're gonna start with
Yeah,
bruschetta.
sure,
I
sure.
just
So
show the
y'all are going to
first
be
one.
cutting your tomatoes. And yeah, so we like this past weekend we had an engagement party for Bailey's best
Yeah.
friend Cameron and her
Uh,
fiance, and they were so precious. Oh my God, it was so much fun. And
that's
Alex
beautiful.
and her husband were here, and they played in the band, and all my kids sang, and this is what I live for, right? So, yeah, it was the best. It was super awesome. And yeah, we just do several parties a year, and it's just kind of grown. The community has just grown. So it started out with about 15 of us, and now we're up to about 40. This past weekend, I think we had 50 because it was their families. Um,
My God,
so
a
yeah,
lot of
it was
people.
really fun. But let's see, what are you
It
doing over there with
sounds,
your food? Hey,
yeah,
Debbie Dale
let her come a
Blackwell.
little.
Debbie Dale's here. Go ahead.
Hi, Debbie. How are you in Spain? I miss Spain. So I'm just cutting the tomato for the bruschetta, the first crostino. You can see the tomato are pretty small. This is our cherry tomato. Okay.
Okay. Now I
And
just
you
had
don't want,
Romas.
yeah,
So I just used Romas and cut them small. So hopefully that will work
yeah.
well.
The one little trick that I want just to tell to you for the tomatoes, you don't use too much the one that are too much watery. So the
Yeah.
bigger ones sometimes release too much water. So if you have able to find cherry tomato, I think are more international, we can say, because in Italy we
Yeah.
have thousand and thousand of variety. But in my cooking class, I always talk with the people from your country, and everybody told me that you can find cherry tomato pretty
Yes.
easy also in USA. So
We
that
do. We
are
have some lovely
perfect.
ones, and we grow them too at the
Yeah,
farm. When we grow them,
yeah.
they're so prolific. So yeah, awesome.
That's yeah. Okay, so in a bowl, what we're gonna do next? We're gonna take basil. Basil is fundamental. It's fresh. I have this beautiful plant that I bought a couple of days ago, and after I'm gonna plant in a bigger pot. And what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna use it just my hand, and I'm gonna tearing apart in little pieces. I'm not
Okay.
using a knife because the knife it can make the leaf black because it's too much.
Okay.
Yeah. So with the gentle pressure of your hand, just tearing them apart like this.
Okay.
This is gonna give all the aromas. In general, it depends how big is your, of course, leaf. I have really big leaf in general for canned tomatoes, cherry tomatoes are using at least 5 big leaf. Of course, it depends for how many people are you making this preparation, so you can double the dose. And the tomato can be used also the day
Beautiful.
uh, after, because if you're using a good extra virgin olive oil, the olive oil is can conserve the tomatoes also for a couple
Gotcha.
of days.
Good idea.
So I'm I'm
Now,
not
I wish
using a
I had
spoon.
your olive
Yes.
oil. I mean, can you
Oh,
send me
thank you.
some from your grandfather? Do you think
I
I
would
could-
love to sell this olive oil. That's one thing. You can use a spoon. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna do with my eyes, but a big drizzle of olive oil. If you want
Got
to
it?
come closer, you see, you have to have this type of juice at the end. Look,
Yes. Okay.
the olive oil is essential. It's like giving an extra boost of your potatoes,
God, this is so
salt.
beautiful. Is there anybody cooking along with us? Um,
Yeah, Deb, we have a beautiful
yes.
potato also in Spain.
Vanessa,
So
hello. Francis, yes. Debbie, where are you these days? I know you were moving from Spain. Where are you? Um, Vanessa, tell us where you're from. Sorry, I'm squinting. Let's just put my glasses on.
and the next thing, you take your beautiful piece of bread and you put, I have this plate here with the lemon from my mom, from my mother, and you do like this. See?
Okay. Yes, I am getting it. Just don't look at the bottom side where I burned it, but the top looks beautiful.
Yeah, you don't. You see, if you put extra olive oil, and what you want to do, you don't want to waste the juice here, and you put a little bit extra, not too much, just to make the bread soak all the ingredients and all the juice of the tomatoes.
Okay. So I'm just going to
Well,
put a little oh,
I didn't put the garlic, okay? I made it by choice because I prefer like this. But if you want to take a nice clove of garlic,
okay. I've
this
got my
is called,
garlic.
yeah. Okay, so what you're gonna do? First of all, you peel it.
Got it. Are we
Yes.
chopping this or is this a whole piece that's going on there?
What we're gonna do, I show you two methods. So you can decide which one you like the most because sometimes people can digest garlic. In my cooking classes happen a lot that people say I like garlic but I can digest. So I
Yes, I
prefer to
understand.
do the tomato without. So what we're gonna do, I open the garlic in half
Uh-huh.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
I take a piece of bread and I'm gonna do I'm just rubbing.
Gotcha.
So you can see it's a little bit more translucent
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you when you eat it, the flavor of the garlic is gonna be there.
Okay.
But it's not
And
too much intense.
Shell Plant says lovely, looks delicious. Shell, are you cooking with us? Give me a
Hi,
message here.
Shell.
Are you cooking with us, Shell? Okay. So if my pod of garlic is whole, am I chopping that and putting it on top, or am I just rubbing the bread because I've already put the tomatoes on?
Non ho capito la domanda. Sorry. If you want to chop the garlic, what you can do, you take or a big knife, or I'm using this.
Ooh,
It's called
I love that.
mezzaluna. It's called half moon. You can see it's in half. Come closer, and I'm doing this.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I need one of those. Hey, Karen, I see you're joining us. Good to have you today. Okay, so I am doing something a little different. I'm just gonna mince a little bit and put it right on top
See,
because
I'm
I
gonna,
had
yeah,
already made
exactly.
mine.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna chop really, really fine with this knife, just because I'm not have a big knife skill, and this
Okay.
is just
This
the
is so
way I
beautiful.
used to. So my grandmother always used this, just for remember her when she
Yes.
was
Oh,
cooking
it's
a lot.
beautiful.
I think this one is one of hers. So yeah, she's still
Lovely.
alive, but she's really old.
Oh, Shell's still sick, so she's not cooking with us today. But she's making it when she recovers. Yes. Eat a bunch of this garlic, Shell, and then you'll get well. Awesome. I hope you get to feeling better, baby. Okay, so Christine, where are we on to next? Yes, beautiful.
Okay, the garlic is like this, and you put on the top of the tomato,
Yeah.
and like this, it's much extra strong, and if you like, it's perfect.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I am just doing a couple of each of these because it's just me and
Hmm.
Carter. So I don't want to have, a ton of food. So I'm just doing a couple each one of the ones you're making today, which I'm very excited about.
Yes, in general, you if you do a couple of crostino for each guest that you have, it's more than enough, because at the end is bread, so you don't want to
Yes.
too much.
Very true.
Yeah.
And if Philip Robert was not kite surfing in, I don't even remember where it is he is now, I would have had him made sourdough for us. But he's off doing his thing in some other country, kite surfing or whatever his latest thing is. Yeah. He's
I
off
would
doing some
I would
adventure.
love to
I'm
do that.
jealous. Yeah.
So with the tomato, we have finished. It's so simple. It's fresh. This is the
Beautiful.
summer bruschetta that you want for you, and this
Beautiful.
is like already. I think
Oh,
now we
gorgeous.
can pass to the one that is the faster one, and at the end we're gonna do the one with the pear. So
The
if
pears.
it's
Okay.
okay for you, Jen, we're gonna do now the butter and anchovies one.
Oh, okay. We're going to do butter anchovy. Okay. Okay. Butter anchovy. All right. Now, I will
Mm-hmm.
tell you, I do use anchovy paste sometimes when I'm cooking, but anchovies, just as anchovies, I will say this is the first time I've ever used them. So
Oh, wow. I'm
I'm
really
looking
happy. So you
forward to
have a
something new.
recipe.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, okay. First things, I show you how I have prepared my anchovy. This is from a jar. There is in Italy, you buy them. There are a jar with olive oil. They
Okay.
conserve like
Yeah.
this. So,
Hmm.
yeah, you can see I am using my hand. They are clean. They are like
Okay. Sure.
anchovies like this.
Uh huh.
And the one thing that I've done, I have used fresh olive oil, this one,
Huh.
and parsley, and just stirring
Beautiful.
apart a little bit the parsley, just to give a little bit also extra color, and
Okay.
because they are a nice combination.
Okay.
The other things, butter. I buy a big one, but
I've
I
seen
don't
that.
know.
I mean, I
It's
love
too much,
butter, but I
this
not quite
one. And again, we're gonna use the same bread. So,
okay.
Tuscan bread or sourdough bread,
Good.
crunchy, you can see. This is a little bit more lighter, but it's the same. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the butter. I'm using a knife like this. This is really
Okay.
old. I think my mom bought this when I was 3 years old.
Oh
So
my
it's
gosh,
really.
I love that so much. Oh my gosh. My Alex will
So
appreciate that. She's on here. Go ahead.
So the butter has to be really soft. So maybe take away from the fridge like half an hour before. Now that is really
That's what
hot,
I do.
even less
Yeah.
time. Yes, perfect. So you take the butter like this.
Okay.
I want this amount, like maybe
A
half
pat.
spoon or something like that. And then,
Almost a
see,
pat.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to spread nicely. I want a thin layer because the
Okay.
butter has to be like anchovies are really salty, so I want something that it can be a little bit more sweeter. So I'm not using
Okay.
salted butter, but unsalted.
Okay. Good. Now, I didn't have unsalted, but it's okay. I like salt, so we're going to run with it.
No, it's I know that. Yeah, yeah. It's perfect.
What
Just
I
if
want
you
people to feel when doing these is that how can you adapt as to what you need? What's in your kitchen? Use what's there. Usually we have some little variation. Like today, I didn't have walnuts, I had pecans. Like, it just like there's ways to adapt. And I think that that makes this really fun because you can almost pull together to do one of these cooking shows with what you have and maybe just grab a few things at the store. So yeah, keep going, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, 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 no. I just want to hear you the best. So I take my anchovies. I'm gonna put one like this. I try to make it fancy, fancy.
Okay,
And
fancy,
what I'm
fancy.
gonna
Got
do,
it.
fancy, fancy, the walnuts, I'm just gonna just break them in smaller pieces like this. I don't want them too much. So
Okay,
like that. And yes, so you can see. And I just taking maybe like, oh, now this is it's really hot. So this poor leaf are a little bit. And I'm just gonna put a leaf of parsley on the top.
okay. And I don't have that, so get this.
It's okay. You can use basil. You
I
can
did.
use
That's what
nothing.
I did.
Don't use sage or rosemary because they are a little bit too much over
Yeah,
strong flavor.
makes sense. Makes
Basil,
sense.
it can be, if you buy the basil for the tomato, you can use the basil for also this one. It's perfect.
Okay, good deal.
I'm making another one in the meantime.
Okay.
So I have one for me and one for my cameraman.
Well, we have to feed the staff, which reminds me that Bailey Jane Lanier Sharp did not show up to be my support system today, which she was supposed to. She must have gotten caught up at work. she she has a remote job, but you know those still sometimes get you pinned down. So
And that's
I
it.
just
And so
love
we
your
have just,
setup on the terrace, Christine. It is just
thank
so
you.
beautiful. Please,
Then,
Pietro, give us a view like you showed me
yeah.
earlier. Please pan a view because this is stunning. Look, guys, look at this. Oh my God, I want to be there. It is beautiful.
Thank you so much. We are the luckiest people in the world here.
I love it. I love it. And did you say your grandparents live with you as well?
So this is the house of my parents. In front of me, I'm not gonna show now, but there is another house where my grandmother Lorentina and my grandfather Ausilio live. My grandfather is not here anymore, and I have the other my grandparents. One no, like 1 kilometer from here, just in the same village. And so when I was a child, I just go to my grandmother, stay there and watching her making pasta. If you
Yeah,
want to see
I
some
love it.
picture of
I
my
love it.
grandmother, I have a
Yeah.
recipe for fresh pasta. And there you can see my grandmother making fresh pasta. So
Oh,
it's
oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
you have
I
and so
couldn't,
let me
I
just
couldn't
say
add.
Christine's posts are some of my very favorites. The
Oh, so
connection she
nice.
has with her history, with her family, with her ancestry is amazing, especially for someone this young. We get to be my age, we start to think about posterity and like linking ourselves, making sure that someone knows what our family meant to us or what the history was of our family. But when young people are doing this, it's just beautiful. And I absolutely love your stack. I love your posts and your publications. They're wonderful. So if you are not a subscriber, please do because this lady, and she travels around with in a camper with her lovely partner, and they just really explore history, ancestry, food in France, Italy, Spain, and then I think you're going to England next. Is this right?
Exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
we are just in Italy for 1 month, and in July we're gonna see if we can ride our motorhome in the other part of the road.
Awesome. That's
Because
beautiful.
they
Yeah, because you're on the other side, right? I love it.
pray
Okay.
for us.
Yes. Okay,
And
what
of
do we
course,
have next?
uh, the last one is a little bit more like for people that like a stronger flavor.
Okay.
So we have done a vegetarian one with a little bit of fish. Now we're gonna make with a meat. So we are
Okay.
using, this is pancetta.
So this is my little anchovy pecan basil version of yours. Okay. Next. Let's go. What's next?
Okay, here we have the pancetta. Oh, that's
Yes.
so nice. I love it. They are so beautiful. Yes, yes, I love it. I like every
So
version. Everybody's different, so it's
I
perfect.
love it. I love it. So are we chopping the pancetta? I can't quite see.
No,
No,
because
we're
well, you
not.
can see
Okay.
we want something like this.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I like we using like this. So we're gonna start. So the ingredients for this one are, sorry, pancetta, pear. In Italy, these is are called William. They are really a little more, not too much soft, a little bit still greener. And we want
Okay.
to still have the skin, pre-wash
Okay.
them really well, of
Okay.
course. Gorgonzola cheese,
Okay. Got it.
and of course, if you want, because not all the people like, wildflower honey.
Okay. Yes. I have some beautiful honey here that I love. And
Okay,
we had
first
done
things,
we have some beehives, and so I have there are a couple
really?
of pictures
Ah,
that
yes,
are
you
in
told me. Yes, yes.
yeah, that are in posts that I have of us like harvesting. We are by no means like yeah, every couple of years we manage to think about harvesting and our bees give us the honey and that's about it. But it is
That's
so
so
fascinating.
important because
So
bees are without bees, we are not going to have nature. So this is
you're
a
absolutely
wonderful
right.
work that I'm doing. Thank you so much. Taking care of
Well,
our bees. So first things, what I have done, if you make it this in these hotter days, you don't want the fur becoming brown or black.
brown,
A little
right.
bit
Thank you.
of cold water, like a slice of lemon or lime, and you put them inside like this. So
Yes.
what I'm
Okay. So
using is this one.
I
Is
did
like a
this as
pea.
well.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm showing you, this is the peel for peeling the potatoes.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Perfect, yes.
For
And
a second, I
you
got
can
scared.
slice
I was
them.
like, I didn't peel potatoes. Okay. I got
No, 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 no. I don't know how this is the name in English, so I just say
no,
like
you're
this
absolutely
because I
right.
have
That
to.
is what it is. I just, for a second there,
I'm
I said, oh my
working
God, I
with
don't have any
my.
potatoes.
No, no. You can use a knife. You can make them round, whatever shape. Because I'm a
Yes.
little bit lazy. No, I'm
Me
joking.
too.
Because I found this one. You can do like this. So you can do like that, or with
Okay.
a knife. You can do like this.
Now wait, that's your pear there? It's a little blurry, so I'm just trying to see. Is that your pears? Okay. Yes,
Yes,
I did mine with a knife. But I wanted to say
perfect.
hello, Cheryl. Cheryl, I'm so glad you made it because I know I think maybe Cheryl was what had a previous engagement or something, so I'm so glad she made it. So go ahead, move forward. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, no, no. So the pear now are in the water with the lemon. We are gonna need like 5 slices because we're gonna need one piece for each piece of bread that you are using. And now we're gonna pass through the cheese. In this case, we are gonna using a blue cheese that in Italian we call gorgonzola.
Okay, gotcha.
Um, so we take a nice spread. This in this one we want a little bit more cheese because we want to have this amazing flavor and we spread like this again.
Okay. So I got a bit of I couldn't find a gorgonzola at our local grocery, but I got a little bit of a creamy blue, and that's what I'm gonna have to go with today.
Perfect. Another things, you need a cheese that have a strong flavor. We don't
Yes.
want like mozzarella or cream cheese because there are too
Too bland.
us
Too bland.
bland. We
Yes.
want a cheese that have a character. And in
Yes.
Italy, gorgonzola is like, I don't know. In French, they have like this blue cheese similar, so a little bit more stronger flavor.
Yes. Yes.
But whatever you have, it's okay. I mean, every variation, I mean, we don't have to stick on the tradition. We can, I mean, everybody is in a different part of the world, so I know that it's not so easy to find all the ingredients. But I know that also in USA you have amazing, uh, grocery also that have a lot of Italian food. So maybe you can ask there. Of course, I
Yeah.
don't
And
know of the price, but
yeah.
yes.
And I'm sure other people in other parts of the country and whatnot, I mean, wherever we are, there are different resources. So, like, I can go to the city, to New Orleans, and I can find just about anything, but that's not my little home turf. And about 30 minutes from me is Whole Foods, and Whole Foods, I can find a lot of things. But in my little
Mm,
local grocery, it's more limited, of course. So, I didn't get a chance to go to Whole Foods, and that's usually where I'm able to kind of get a little bit more of a gourmet thing or fresh market. So,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I have my cheese smoothed onto my crostini. So where are we from here?
Okay, when it's like this, what we're gonna do next, we're gonna take our pancetta or a part of the pig that you're having. The things
Yes.
that I suggest you is to, if you can find them really thin.
Mhm.
The great things about Italy when you go in even in a small grocery store,
Mhm.
they slice you the prosciutto, the mozzarella just in the there. So they have like
Right.
to
That's
cut there
beautiful.
for them, and that we are really lucky. So what we're
Yes,
gonna do,
that's cool.
I just divided them in half with my hand, and I
Okay.
put them like at least two small pieces like this for each.
Okay.
You can even put more if you like. I mean, whatever you prefer. For me, I just doing that because you can see my in this pancetta, the part of the fat is more bigger respect of the meat. So it's okay, just one slice for each them because we don't want to over powder with the fat
Okay.
because
And
we
I
have
wasn't
also
able
really
to get
fat
pancetta.
things.
I had to get prosciutto, but I think it will work for what I need
Prosciutto,
to.
benissimo. Speck, prosciutto. Yes, it's have to be that have a little bit of smokiness. Okay, we
Okay.
want a little bit of smoky. Okay,
Little bit of
when
smokiness.
we
So
are
y'all keep that in mind.
yes.
Okay.
What we can do, you can leave the bruschetta like this. Or if you don't want to, if you're using pancetta, you don't want to eat like raw, but you want to melt a little bit the fat, you can
Okay.
pass through the oven, always at 350, not so hot, like
Okay.
1 minute, grill them, and they are
Okay.
look like this at the end. So just a
Okay.
little bit more,
Yes.
yeah.
Hey, Rebecca
But
is in the house. Hey, Rebecca.
hi,
Rebecca's with
Rebecca.
us. So excited. My friend, she and I have
Yeah,
been on the live train doing this together. So, yeah, she's awesome.
yeah. I
Okay.
saw you
So,
many time.
yeah. Okay. So now we have our pancetta, prosciutto, on our gorgonzola, in my case, just a blue cheese. And then where are we going from there?
From there, we're gonna take back our pear, and you can take as a knife, and you can cut them or like this or in half, and you pour
Okay.
them the top like this.
Okay. And I left the skin on the edge of mine, which now you're saying is the right way to do that. And I love that because I love that little bit of color. It just gives just a beautiful little freshness to it, you know. So it's so beautiful.
Yes, yes. And when we have finished, the final touch is to take
Rebecca says
our.
this is literally making my stomach growl.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca.
Ah, yeah.
So what we're gonna do, of course, is for the honey. That now what we're gonna do. If the honey have this consistency, so it's really liquid, is the best.
Yes.
While
Okay.
flour in general is always like this.
Okay. So I'm getting mine a little loose here, and then I'm just going to give a little drizzle. Beautiful. Nothing like some
Oh,
messy food.
that
Oh yeah.
yes, Jan, that it's amazing. And we just
Okay.
spread all over like this.
Got it.
Just a teeny tiny,
Okay.
right? So I'm gonna just put this on the other plate that is white so you can see better. If
Okay.
my cameraman can have a close up.
Now, am I
Thank you.
confused, or were we supposed to put some nuts on top of this? Is that a different one and I'm
Exactly.
missing that? Okay.
You can use almond. You can use walnuts,
Okay.
peanuts. The peanuts not salted. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Whatever
this is
crunchiness.
mine
Uh,
with just a little pecan, prosciutto,
mm,
pear, and blue cheese. Sorry, I'm knocking my gimbal over here. Okay. All right. I'm sticking this on my tray. Okay.
wow.
Now, are we required to
Beautiful.
bake these, or is this just something that we're doing just fresh?
So you can do both. I prefer them fresh because the pancetta is really, really fresh. I bought this morning from the butcher, so it's like from here from Tuscany. But if you prefer, you before to put the pear, you pop them in the oven 350. They are gonna
Okay.
look like this. Okay, and
Okay.
again, when they are crunchy, you do the same thing. Pear,
Okay.
honey, and you drizzle and a little bit of walnuts.
Okay. Perfect. Sorry, Shell. We're gonna miss you, honey. Oh, hey, Beck Davis is on with us,
Okay.
and thank you, Beck. Christine is doing an amazing job. It's just stunning. Okay, all right, Christine, keep going.
And guys, that's our lovely spread. Here we have our bruschetta. The one
Beautiful.
bruschetta, I repeat, just the ingredients. Bruschetta is the one crostino with tomato, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, salt, basil, and a little bit of garlic, two virgin. Spread on the bread or pop in the tomato. Just mix them really, really small like this. The
These
other
are
one is
gorgeous.
the other one are butter. Oh wow, Jen, I love them. You made a wonderful job. Is butter,
Ew.
anchovy? These are amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
Really, you
You're
are
so
we can see that you are a true chef. Butter, anchovies, walnuts, and a little bit of parsley. And the last one is gorgonzola cheese or a blue cheese or a pecorino cheese. Pancetta thinly
beautiful.
sliced. Pear, the pear has to be a little bit more firm green. You slice them thin that you can, in whatever shape you prefer. You put on the top. Honey, the best is white flour or a little bit more a lighter one, and other type of peanuts like peanuts or walnuts or pecan like you have it or
Yeah.
almond. And this is
Yes.
our Toscana aperitivo for you.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank you
Thank
everyone for
you.
joining us. And Christine, you have been just an absolute delight. So, for those of you who don't know her Substack, please reach out. Please subscribe to her Substack and read her publications because they are so well thought out and so beautiful, and her tribute to her family. So, thank you so much. And Christine, if you have a goodbye to say, go ahead and do that, and then we will close out.
Yeah, I want to first of all thank a lot you, Jen, because you really, from the beginning, you were really an inspiration. You're always being so kind to me. So thank you so much to give me this opportunity to talk with you and all the people that are come. I hope you enjoyed. These are just a nice thing to do, and you can prepare with your family or whatever you like to do.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you
And
so
we will
much.
see you all again next time. Thanks so much for joining. See you in my kitchen in a
Bye.
couple of weeks. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.